What up, guys? Your boy Just King Zere. Welcome back to the Just King Zere podcast. And yeah, man, on this video, we're gonna talk about Open Chats podcast and what they recently said about. They said that colored people commit incest, meaning they have sexual intercourse within the family, or did he say cousins or something like that? And the uproar and the responses that everyone has had, including Gaten McKenzie. So that's what the video is going to be about and what I think about that, about everything, So, anyways, before we get into it, don't forget, please subscribe to the platform, subscribe to the channel so that the platform can grow. Yeah, man, so that you don't miss my videos when I upload. You get my videos when you refresh your homepage. If I have a new video, you'll be able to get it when you scroll down and you'll be updated. So yeah, man, let's get straight into it. So what I like to say about this thing is that this thing is wrong. It's wrong. I see some people defending it and all that, but defending the guys, to say that, oh, what mistake and all that. But for me, this thing is completely wrong, it's completely wrong. And why? There's no need, man. Why such a comment? Why would you sit on a podcast and say and talk about people? Listen, a whole entire community, a whole entire culture of people, and you talk about such things. To me, it's like there's no need. This is very divisive. It's very divisive, and there's no really need for that. And there's so much to talk about. I get it. You want to be a shock jock or whatever, or you're inspired by Mac G or whatever. Mac G is my goat. Mac G is the guy, but Mac G does not stoop this low, He does not stoop this low. He does not. Yes, he does say some things that are very provocative, but never to this low point whereby it's divisive. It's not divisive. It's him. Maybe it's talking about hypermasculinity. Maybe talking about girls. Maybe talking about this. That's how it usually goes. But never going against the whole entire culture of people. Even that LGBTQ thing that Saul was saying, it wasn't, first of all, it was just, it's LGBTQ, it's, it wasn't, LGBTQ is something that we don't understand, we didn't understand it completely, we didn't, it was something that, you had many questions about it. But when it comes to a whole colored culture, these are our people, man. These are our people here in South Africa, a race within South Africa, the whole entire people. So when you offend that, you offend the whole entire people, So this is very destroying of reputation type of comments. So I don't understand why the podcast has to go that route. I'm not even a fan of that podcast. I'm not. I just find it to be, people are just forcing things, trying to take, and it's like people don't understand something and they are trying to take it and take it further to another point. And it's just, first of all, none of these guys are reputable in anything, like at least Mac G's podcast and Chill. Those guys are very incredible broadcasters before there are any podcasters or anything of that sort. They are very, very incredible broadcasters. They know how to broadcast. They have a track record, on YFM, on 947, Metro FM. I'm not sure if Saul was on Metro or was it 5. I think he was on 5. So, you look at their track record. These guys, Saul Penduka releases music, very beautiful music. Uhuru, that's the song he did back in the day. Now recently he's got a song. I forgot the name of the song. The Sotho song. Yeah. He's got that song. Mac G also is a very passionate musician. He's got a hit, Nkantini. You know, look at Meg G. He's been presenting since crazy. He's been, you know, there's more to Meg G. Who are these guys? Who are these open chats guys? You know, so sometimes people do things that they don't know what this is, and then they come in and then they have a big head when they're doing these things. Recently, the man, the same guy, this Mto, it's the same guy who was talking about Casper, you know, saying that Casper uses people, Casper is selfish, Casper. You can tell that this is a person who does not do research. They do research, they just catch the little bit on top. They take out the little bit on, and then they go and use their big platform with 400,000 subscribers, and then they just speak out and they make judgment about it. I hate those type of personalities, man. They make final judgment of something they don't know. First of all, Mto, you don't understand that Casper is one of the most brilliant record label execs you can find in South Africa. What Casper has done for artists such as Nadia Nakai, Tseho, and what's his name, Gemini Major, it's very incredible. With few songs, he didn't even have to release albums for them to make them successful. Only Nadia Nakai, but she was already successful before she didn't even need an album. Maybe she needed it, yes, for her fans, but for her to be famous, to be well known, she didn't need it. They didn't even need albums. The man was able to take them along and help them to strategize their releases in such a strategic way that they don't even need albums. They can just release 3 songs each or 4. That's it. And already they could tour the whole South Africa and get bookings. That's how strategic Casper was with those 3 artists' careers. He didn't even need to release albums for them. So go and do your research before you talk about these type of things. This guy I'm just talking these things just to give people context, because there's so much that has been said on the podcast. So I just feel that it's very important for me to address it all here while I'm addressing this topic. So these guys, they just talk. And they think they know. They think they understand. They think they are the big dogs. They think that they are so intellectual. But there's really nothing intellectual there. Even if there is, man, who are you to begin with? You know, you're just a guy talking about busy inviting OnlyFans models and all those type of. Come on, and then you want to come in and be intellectual within that. Again, I say the copying of Meg G's podcast, you know. But you don't understand that with Meg G, this thing is not forced. It's not, you know. The man is just like that, and he knows by his boundaries. That's why he's still here. You don't know your boundaries. That's why you would struggle a lot. Maybe you find ways to do whatever, but I'm telling you, the things that you're doing, you don't have the track record to be doing this type of things. You know, you're gonna end up being like a unreliable tabloid, you know, type of broadcaster or something like that. So we don't need division within South Africa. There's already an agenda that's happening to divide South Africans and to destabilize, let me not even say, to destabilize South Africans and keep South Africans asleep and bring in foreigners to this country. That's something that's already happening. If you don't see it, we have an immigration crisis. This is what we should be dealing with. Such things are very nonsensical, man. Read the room, man. Read the room, guys. Read the room. You have to read the room. This is a very, very hectic time in South Africa. A lot is happening. So for you guys to talk these things, you know. So when it comes to colors, I don't like the type of things colors are saying. And even blacks and colors, you know, going back and forth, speaking racist things to each other, things that don't even need to go there. It just shows that there's an underlying issue here between blacks and colors. which I have known for a long time, but this is an opportunity. Some people are seeing it as an opportunity to express racism. So that I won't be talking about much on this video. I'll talk about it on another video, which I will do straight after this one, where I'll be addressing my disappointment in the response and how people are responding to this thing. This thing needs to be addressed accordingly. It needs to be addressed beautifully in a unified way, intellectually, so that we don't be divided as a people, as South Africans, because there are people who are betting on us being divided. People who are not from this country, people who want to milk this country, capitalists and opportunists, and people who refuse to fight for their countries, who want to take over what's ours here in South Africa. So that is the big fight. People who are using our resources in a very messed up way, congesting our hospitals, congesting our, those are the things that we should be discussing. Operation Tudula, how we can support it, how we can support March and March, how we can make sure that the deportation of illegal foreigners is done. Those are the things we should be saying. But now if you say things like this, you are destabilizing the unity. You are now festering come on, man. Is this all for clicks, all for likes, all for, well, what is it that you benefit at the end of the day? Subscribers. What type of platform are you going to have? You can have million subscribers, but if your thing doesn't have sense, it's pointless. MacG's thing, it's not pointless. Those subscribers, they come from powerful episodes, like the episode with Israel Matsike. Powerful episode. Yes, there's those episodes where there's this and that, things that are sexual in nature and whatever. But you also have those big episodes. John Carr. Legends. Some legends have already passed away. But there's a documentation there. Important work is being done. And then you people are just going to come here and say your things here and play a part in the destabilization of the. Now we have to say colors people have to now go and open cases. And how does someone feel inside when they are being defamed in such a way? How do these people feel? How do these young coloreds that watch your channel, how do they feel? They thought they're watching some South Africans that are, but now you speak on a whole entire culture, a whole entire people. Bro, everyone is watching. What are people going to say about the calendar? It's not just South Africans that are watching. Once you have those type of numbers, it's not just South Africans that are watching. The whole world is watching. People from all over. You guys can tell us if you look at your demographics. You are humiliating a whole entire people in front of those numbers. Come on, guys, do better. Anyways, your boy Just King Zere signing out.